What's going on, ladies and gents? It's your boy Don Gill representing All Language Performance Garage. As I promised on today's episode, we're going to be talking about the clutch information on the car. As you see, the car is here on the ground. We're going to put it up on the lift. And also today, too, my boy JDM Leno is going to come through and give me a hand with the build today. So if you guys don't know who JDM Leno is, you could go through our page, and he is building the FX16 with the K-swap in it, which is this beautiful car you see here. Just a little peek at it, but go ahead and go check it out for yourself. Definitely an interesting build, apart from the one that we're doing here today. So make sure you check that out, and let's just get right into things. Definitely a beautiful day today out here in South. All right, so my boy JDM Leno just pulled up.
What's up, guys? So just came here at the shop today. What we got planned today. I think the last where we left off on the FX16, I got the axles done already. So I don't really have much to do today. What I'm gonna do is probably give my friend Don Gill a hand on install it, because we have some stuff we still have to figure out on that car. So that's what we're gonna do today. I was basically messing around with the FX yesterday. I didn't film anything, but I was just trying to make the bracket for the bumper. So later on, I'll update you guys and show you guys the progress on that. So let's get to it. Let's go in the shop and see what Don Gill is doing. And there he goes, the man of the hour, Don Gill. What's up, boy?
What's going on?
Show me what you're doing now. So what you got going on today, Don?
Today we're going to be working on the clutch, as I promised from the previous episode.
So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna basically take the FX off the lift, and we're gonna put the starlet on the lift, so we can get the transmission off. I think he already laid out most of the stuff over here already, as far as the clutch setup. So we have everything laid off right here. All right, guys. So here we are onto the clutch for the starlet, the KP61. I know this is a very interesting topic that everybody look up a lot of information on online. So I'm just gonna tell you as far as inverting the rear wheel drive. So basically, this is a clutch from a Toyota MR2, the SW20. So this comes from, I think, from maybe like 91 to like 90. All the way up to like 94 or maybe 1992. You guys can correct me in the comments.
FYI guys, you can go to our channel and check out our most recent video, and it'll tell you a little bit about the transmission we use for this clutch setup.
If I'm off a little bit, but you know, yeah. So this is the clutch from a Turbo MR2. You can use the clutch from a Turbo MR2. And now, as far as the flywheel, you can use the Turbo MR2 flywheel also. But I decided to go with the flywheel from the Toyota Caldina. So this comes off of we don't get this car in the US. This is the Toyota Caldina is a Japanese car that we didn't get over here. So yeah, this flywheel is from this. So those cars go from anywhere from a 92 to I think a 2002, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, this is a flywheel I'm using. Now when you use either the MR2 flywheel or the Toyota Caldina flywheel, you have to actually flip the ring gear. Now, I already did it on this flywheel already, so you know, I mean, I'm not gonna really show you guys how to flip the ring gear, because you know, that's gonna take up time. But there's plenty of videos on YouTube that would explain to you and show you the process of it. So basically, what you do, you just heat the flywheel up. You just keep on going around in circles with any type of one of those torch or anything like that, and it will loosen up the ring gear. And then the trick is, you have to actually, once the ring gear loosens up, it'll actually fall off of the flywheel, and you have to actually turn it around fast and put it back on before it cools down. So the purpose of flipping the ring gear is the rear wheel drive starter that we're gonna use is from the Toyota T100. So the rear wheel drive starter is a little bit different than the front wheel drive starter. So that's the purpose of flipping the ring gear. So you don't have problems where the gear, once the starter engages the flywheel, it doesn't start to chew up the gearing or anything like that. So that's the purpose of flipping the ring gear. So I got a clutch here. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world. I actually got this as a Christmas gift from my wife. She actually wanted to do something nice for me, so she went online and ordered without me knowing. I mean, it's not the best. I mean, I don't really care. I'm gonna try it still because we're not really building big power in the car. I mean, if this thing has to be better than factory, so we're not gonna. I'm not pumping 500-600 horsepower. I'm actually want to stay close to around stock power what the engine produce. The Toyota Caldina from factory, they're supposed to come with 260 horsepower, so that's plenty enough for the car. I don't want to pass 300 horsepower and install it, so this clutch it should work fine for us. So we got all the hardware here laid out, and we're not sponsored by anybody, guys. I don't know if we ever mentioned that in any of the previous videos. So everything you see here is directly from us. We don't have any sponsors or anything like that. I mean, we welcome sponsors, but we'll get to that one later down the road. So we got the pressure plate here, the disc, the throttle bearing. This box was the pilot bearing. I already installed that in the back of the engine, and the flywheel bolts and the pressure plate bolts. So I already replaced the rear main seal also, and it's a good idea to, you know, especially when these cars, you get these engines from Japan, sometimes they sit for a long period of time, so those seals, they crystallize, so you always want to go and, you know, do a timing belt and change all the seals and stuff like that. So we already did that. So now we're gonna get everything installed in the car and show you guys that, and we'll take it from there. And we're also gonna put back up the transmission and everything, so you guys are gonna be able to see all of that. So I mean, if you guys have any questions about what I just explained here, just leave it down in the comment, and or I might have said something that might be wrong. If you guys free to correct me. I'm not a 3S GTE specialist, so anything that I might have messed up on, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So, alright, so let's get everything on the car and see how it works out.
But before we proceed into that, we'd like to give a big shout out to Marvin Stewart, one of our followers and subscribers. Thank you, man, for showing love to our channel. Definitely love the build that you got going on here with this KP61. Between the two rims, it's the Panda Sports for me. They look beautiful. Nice project you got here. Plus the old Chevy we see in the background too. Alright guys, let's pick up where we left off. Alright guys, so now that we got the car up on the lift, it's definitely time to start getting to work. My boy JDM Leno is definitely ready to get to work.
Ready, boss?
Alright, that's what I like, the enthusiasm and the motivation. So definitely what we got to do now is take off the transmission, and we'll show you what we got going on.
Click finger like you always do and take it off.
You know what, that sounds like a good idea. I don't even know if they still work. It's been a while.
Your fingers stop working?
I'm not sure yet. You know, we could try still, you know.
Yeah, that'll be better. I don't have to hurt my back.
Sounds like a good idea. As a matter of fact, let's just do that. I don't think they work anymore, bro. Alright, ladies and gents, it's about that time. Let's get her done. Alright guys, so on the next step, what we're pretty much going to do is modify this backing plate here. So since on the transmission that we're using, it puts the starter on the opposite position opposed to where the original starter location is, we're going to have to modify this, and etched out here, I'm just going to run it on a jig, and we're going to follow through to this line. So that's pretty much our next step. Alright, so now that the backing plate is installed, it's time to put the clutch on.
Alright guys, so there you go, clutch is mounted.
Alright guys, so that's the progress. It was a bit of a fight as usual, but we got it done. Like I said, it's a done deal. JDM Leno, go ahead, let's see if we hear anything going on in there. We're going to spin it around, see what happened. Put a few turns on it.
Nice and clean, man. Everybody's happy inside there, you know?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Done deal, guys. So there it is. The clutch is in. We already told you what starter we're using. So we just got to pick that up.
So before we go ahead and close this video out, I just wanted to touch on the manifold. I know from previous videos when you guys last seen the engine, we had the stock manifold, the stock exhaust and the stock intake manifold. So I decided to change things up a little bit. It's not really Don Gill's fault. At the time when I was doing the stock manifold and intake manifold, I just wanted to get the car done. So I just went ahead and just had my fabricator at the time to go ahead and just mock up something really fast for me. But I don't know, man. Now that we're starting to work on this car again, I want it to look a certain way now. So that's why we kind of like decided to ditch the stock manifold. So this is what we got going on here. I went ahead and started tack welding up the runners right here. So we got the turbo sitting just a little bit behind the driver's side headlight how I wanted it. So it's just coming out really good. So I just got to take it back off and finish welding up the manifold completely. So that's as far as we're gonna do with with this. We got enough space back here. Now the reason why I decided to bring it so far out, because I was trying to get the manifold away from the master cylinder as much as possible. So because I'm gonna be driving this car a lot, probably even on long trips, so I don't want too much heat go to the brake fluid and heat up the brake fluid. So try to get away as far as possible from there. It's kind of a little bit close to the stock timing cover, so I'm probably gonna end up building like a little heat shield right there to stop it from melting that cover. So hope you guys like it. Leave down in the comments and let us know what you think about the manifold. So let me show you the intake now. So we're just doing the normal thing that everybody does with some of these manifolds. You just cut the stock plenum off, and we're gonna just weld on this. So this is what we're gonna do as far as the intake manifold. So on the next video coming up, we're gonna show you the process of doing this. So just wanted to update you guys on that. All right, so I'm gonna send it back to Don Gill, and he's gonna go ahead and close this video out. So in the next episode, you guys are gonna be seeing the manifold stuff on the exhaust and the intake stuff. All right.
Alright, ladies and gents, so that concludes today's episode. As you see, the starlet is going back to its resting position until it's time to work on it again. The lift area is freed up. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Show some love to the channel. Help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Preferably, well, 1 million subscribers. Show us some love. You know what I'm saying? 2 million, 3 million. You know, one step at a time. Let's start with 1,000 for right now. But show us some love. Make sure you hit the like button. Definitely subscribe. Till next time. But before we conclude, guys, one more thing. JDM Leno, let the people know.
Yeah, once we make it to 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna go ahead and probably introduce our merch, where we're gonna be selling, you know, shirts and hats to help support the channel. So we'll keep you guys updated on that once we get to 1,000.
So guys, look out for that. Keep watching. Till next time. Peace out.
Our existence, you see, is something that is spontaneous. Your hair grows by itself. Your heart beats by itself. You breathe pretty much by itself. You don't have voluntary control of these things. So we say it happens spontaneously.